Coming up on the first pitch, Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit. And we're underway here in the home opener.
7 o'clock.
Late with the swing there.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. That one ripped but foul. DeGrom, 37 years young, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2010.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Ball, that's outside.
Swings through that.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And now it's filled up. (99 miles per hour) to finish him off. Now the left fielder, Nathan Lucas. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike.
He's in there. He's
second with a stolen base. Into center. Base hit into the outfield. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. Got kind of tied up on that one inside, but he was able to sneak it up the middle of the diamond because he stayed through it. That's not an impressive exit velo by any means, but I still think that's an impressive swing.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Lucas around third. The relay to the plate. Safe. And they lead by 2.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you...
And that is that. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers.
0-1.
Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. Misses the ball and it falls in. And he's into second with nobody out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Comes up empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the third and final game of the series. Stays alive. The 0-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That one is absolutely belted, and it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. Man at second. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out. So now it's Corey Seager. That one hammered, but pulled foul. One away with a runner at third. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's Josh Young. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Strikes him out, went with the sweeper, and it worked. Back at Globe Life Field. In now for the Reds, Blaze Alexander. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Liam Hicks in the box now. No balls and a strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Nope, that's a ball.
This one in the air center field. Carter moving under it. And there's 2 away. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Pete Crow Armstrong digs in now. There's a line drive to left field. Dives and it gets by. Headed for the plate. In to score from first. The tag. See.
Wastes no time there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
On the ground, and that's just foul. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Back in Arlington, bottom of the second. Jock Peterson stepping in for the Rangers. Swings through that one out in front that time.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
And there's one away. So next to hit for Texas, Kyle Higashioka.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Check swing called strike. That's strike one. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The other way, and he beats the shift. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at-bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Man at first, one away.
Ball,
really
inside.
good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. Here's the second baseman, Ezekiel Duran. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Fires to first on the run, and they get the out. Top half of the third inning. Now it's the Reds DH, Rafael Devers.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
One down. So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Nathan Lucas. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Out to short. On to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third. 2 outs, base is empty. Next for Cincinnati, Jonathan Aranda. The 0-1.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Ball, that's out.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This looks like extra bases. In safely with a double, his second of the day. So runner at second, 2 down. Luke Keeschel, the next to hit for the Reds. Up the middle, Duran to first, and that ends the inning. As we go to the last of the third, digging in, Evan Carter. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Takes it in for the out. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. And a foul ball. The 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again.
No, foul ball.
In the dirt, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Set down on strikes. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Up next for the Rangers.
2 down, base is empty. Brandon Nimmo now at the plate.
Nimmo.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. Pulls it down, and he makes the start of the fourth. In now for the Reds, Blaze Alexander. Alexander in his second season, 26 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Check swing called strike. That is strike 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And the 0-2. Base knock right field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for Cincinnati, the catcher,
Liam
number
Hicks,
34,
the next to hit for the
Liam
Reds.
Hicks.
First pitch misses.
Well, these Reds really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says they're absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says. And if you're a manager or a hitting coach, you love to see your guys really fighting for every at-bat, every pitch. It tells you a lot about how they showed up to the ballpark today.
Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. Alexander round second on his way to third. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
One now. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. And that one fouled off. 2 on, 1 out. Hard hit into the gap. 1 run will score. Around second, on his way to third. Coming home. Relay to third. And he's in there as they score a pair on the play. Dansby Swanson stands in. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. In to score from third. It's 6-0. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside.
And that one gets away at the plate. No advance, though. Man at second. Off the mark there. 2-2.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Comes a 2-2. Now a pop-up on the infield. Brings it in, and there are 2 outs. Nathan Lucas, the next to hit for the Reds. Line, and that's a base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out. Next for Cincinnati, Jonathan Aranda.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action. Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And that'll load the bases. Luke Keeschel, the next to hit. And a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball upstairs.
Swing and a miss at a slider. Hit in the air out towards left center field. Pretty well struck. Diving, makes the grab. Back at Globe Life Field, bottom of the 4th.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that pitcher work to get you out. Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset.
Oh, wow, what a stop. Nicely done for the out. So up next, Josh Young. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Foul ball.
Strike 2. The Rangers with a lot of ground to make up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Up the middle, Swanson. On the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Here's Jack Peterson. Flied to center his first time. And that is out of play. Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on. And they'll do it again. Aranda. Here's the tag, and he's out. And he has thrown 4. Back in Arlington. In now for the Reds, Blaze Alexander.
Alexander. Now pitching for
Taking
the
over on the mound for the Rangers, Cole Winn.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton. Well, these Reds, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Liam Hicks. He's 2 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Fought off foul. The Reds up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 5th. Right side, Duran. And the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th. Owen Casey, the next to hit for the Reds.
Owen Casey.
This one in the air, center field. And that is that. Back at Globe Life Field, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Kyle Higashioka stepping in for the Rangers. And that one is lifted in the air. Lucas on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. And now it's Jake Berger to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw won't get there in time, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first. Next to hit, Ezekiel Duran. Grounded to third, could be 2. Keyshaw for 1, and it's a double play to end the inning. Top 6. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Crow Armstrong.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. That clips the corner.
2.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. And now it's Dansby Swanson. Tap foul at the plate. That one's in there. And the count is 0-2. Hammered, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And Devers hits that one. Full extension, makes the catch. What a play. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back. Back in Arlington, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Evan Carter stepping in for the Rangers. And there's a foul ball.
Well, these Rangers definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
One away.
And this lineup has no choice but to make an adjustment in the second half of this game. They have to try something different if they want different results.
Langford now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And a superb diving catch. Here's Brandon Nimmo. That one fouled off.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep in.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. It's a bomb. He muscles that one out of here. So 2 down. Up next for the Rangers, Corey Seager. And that one fouled off. The tag, and that's out number 3 inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Nathan Lucas.
Now pitching for the
Left-hander out of the bullpen, Jacob.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Ball 1.
And he swings through that one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Latz, a 6'2 southpaw, 29 years old, and he
Ball
was
2.
a 5th-round pick back in 2017. That
Nope.
one misses.
That's inside.
Ball 3. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole
That's a
lot of
ball.
time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Ball.
Inside.
That's inside.
3 balls, no strikes. This one in the air, center field. And there's 1 down. One out, man at first. Now it's the second baseman, Luke Keeschel. Out to short. 1 at second. Double play.
Got it.
What a twin killing, Dan. Back at Globe Life Field, bottom of the 7th, Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers.
Cincinnati, number 23, Jeff Hoffman.
Foul ball. And the 0-1. Nice grab.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
Crow Armstrong in position. And there's 2 away. Here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. 1 for 2. Check swing, and he went 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. A little out front there as he swings through it.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good.
And that's ruled a swing. Ready to begin the 8th. In now for the Reds, Blaze Alexander. Swing and a foul out of play. The 0-1. There's a swing and a drive. Nimmo running hard to get it. Hops over the wall,
double.
and that's an automatic double. So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Chris Martin.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Just missed. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. First out in the top of the 8th. So it's effectively a sacrifice bunt. The ground out to the right side moves the runner from second to third.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily intend to sacrifice an out like that, but still good situational hitting. They need to find a way to bring him in.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No. Inside.
On the ground to first, and it goes just foul. In the air out to center. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. 2 down. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and it's now a 6-run lead. So no one on after the sac fly. Pete Crow Armstrong will hit next. 2 down, nobody on. Hit hard but foul off to the left.
That's ball 2.
And that misses. 3-1 now. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Payoff pitch. Out towards right center field. Flashes the leather on the running catch. On to the bottom of the 8th. Stepping in. Jake Berger. Jimmy Garcia will take over here.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Going, gone. A solo shot. Here's the second baseman, Ezekiel Duran. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way.
Runner on the go. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong under it. And there's one away. Back to the top of the order now. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. And a foul ball. The next pitch misses. Ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Fooled on that pitch, got a little anxious, and now in a 2-strike count, he's going to have to widen out his stance, choke up on the bat.
Swanson. Keyshaw for 1. Throw to first, but he beat it. Now, Brandon Nimmo. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. The Reds leading by 5 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Center field. Crow Armstrong under this one. And that'll do it. We go to the 9th. In now for the Reds, Dansby Swanson. New pitcher on here, Cal Quantrill.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Rafael Devers up to hit. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. That one felt good. One down. Here's the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Line drive, base hit, right center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Good job to fight that one off.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
The 0-2. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. O'Neill flies around third. He'll score easily. And they're pulling away up by 7 now. One out, runner at second. Here's the second baseman, Luke Keeschel. And first offering is fouled off. That one missed.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Man at second. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and it's now 10-2.
Up next in Cincinnati.
Here's the third baseman, Blaze Alexander. Oh, great stop to first, and very nicely done for the out. So digging in, Liam Hicks. Man on second, 2 down. Hammered down the right side, but foul. On a line, and foul ball. The 0-2. Hard liner. Should be extra bases. Keeschel around third. He'll score, and they now lead by 9. Round second, digging for third. And he's got an RBI triple.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Came screaming off the bat, I'm sure. Exit velocity's off the charts. No doubt he squared that baseball up perfectly. So there was no fluke to that triple by any means.
0-2 now. Lifted in the air, right center field. Carter under it. And that'll do it. Back in Arlington. To the bottom of the ninth. Corey, and we've got ourselves a pitching change. TJ Antone.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
The throw to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Next to bat will be the Texas cleanup hitter, Josh Young. And that one hammered. That's back there. And caught on the warning track.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. And that's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Now the catcher for the Rangers, Kyle Higashioka. And first offering is fouled off. They're down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game. 11-2 the final tally for Chris Singleton.